Alright, I'm going to go over some of my post-race stretches. This one, I keep my heel of my extended foot on the ground, firmly placed on the ground, and I keep the other one in the air, and this stretches the knee, believe it or not. It alleviates any sort of pain I'm having in there and prevents injury quite well. This has been one of my go-tos, so it's one I didn't used to do, but I do now. I keep this stretch a little longer. I usually only do it 20 seconds afterwards, but in this case I'm going ahead and did it for 35 seconds on each leg. While I'm doing that, I'd like to talk about my times. It's dark outside as it is the 8 p.m. run, and so I went to the track. As you can see, the first mile was 6:19. That's from going down the hill, and the rest were simply miles on the track, and I was getting good negative splits, 6:31, 6:21, and then I had to go back up the hill, so that's why you see that 6:25. This is by far my fastest attempt since the 4x4 started. As I'm doing this calf stretch, show you just how severe the downhill is to begin with and the uphill at the end. This calf stretch, just keep the heel on the ground, and I also kill two birds with one stone. The right foot forward, whatever foot is forward, I put it on an object, in this case a table chair, and I bend it up at a 90-degree angle to stretch the foot as well as the calf at the same time. Again, I find it interesting here as I do the other leg that this was, even though it was my fastest 4 miles, it was the easiest, with the heart rate only getting up to 162. Before it was 175 is the highest, and my heart rate last jog was 143. Before that it was 151, and then before that 155 is the average. So the effort I'm putting in is getting to be less and less, and I'm getting faster and faster. I think this comes from staying warmed up every 4 hours, doing some exercise, so you really don't get a chance to be stiff. Right here, what you see me doing is both legs are stretching at the same time. I'm leaning against the wall, getting a deep stretch, 20 seconds on both of those calves. Switching over here to a thigh stretch, 20 seconds apiece. You can see on the chart that this was the easiest run, with the most time being spent in zone 3 and 2. This by far has been the easiest run. But again, it has been the fastest run. Now, it's getting later, the temperatures are dropping, I'm warmed up, I'm not getting a chance to get stiff, and of course, this one was on the track, which makes it a good bit easier. As we do this thigh stretch, I'll go over a little bit of what my routine looks like. It usually takes me about 50 minutes to get home, because I usually go get a soda, something, tonight I went and got something to eat. So it usually takes me about 50 minutes to get back to the house. It's hamstring stretch standing all the way to the ground for about 20 seconds. Then I begin working on a quick video here, and then I either work on my command or PhD stuff. That'll have to change later into the night as I get into my sleep routine, and as I do that I will show you my Garmin sleep data to see if I indeed do get some deep sleep. Here I just do some squats, really just for the deepness of it through my posterior. Just stretches things out, allows me to go faster. Really just find a couple of these at the ends really good.